sync my video and my audio by clapping, so that when I edit, I can see the sound wave of the video and the audio and put it on top of each other so that it matches and the audio is synced with the visual, right? And I did that when I filmed the last video, but my computer did not allow the clipping, so it automatically got rid of any really loud noises, so that made editing harder. And I think it put a filter on the audio to compress it, and that's why it sounded so hollow and gross. I don't have to do any of that when I film on my phone like I am now, so I might be filming more videos on my phone. I think sometimes it looks better anyway. I get it up to you faster, and I don't even have to sync the audio and the visual because I just plug my microphone straight into my phone. But another thing I've learned with the new computer is that when I edit, the audio lags. So it'll start out by being in sync, and then it's almost like the audio is slower than the video. So that when I start speaking, eventually the audio and the video get out of sync, so the words don't match my mouth. It's hard to explain, but it's very frustrating, and it takes editing. It makes it take so much longer. And so I am going to play around with the laptop to try to figure it out, but in the meantime, I'll be posting more like phone videos, which you can probably tell the difference, but hopefully you guys don't really mind. I think the phone videos are just as good. And now with the iPhone 16 coming out, the 16 records, you can record in 4K and like make really, really good quality videos. So I am very tempted to trade in my phone, my current phone. I think you get like $1,000 off or something like that. My coworker told me that. I don't know if that's true or not, but my phone is in excellent condition, so I am debating trading in my phone, getting some money off, and getting the new phone, and then just only filming on my phone. I don't know. We'll see, but I also paid for a new laptop, and I want to use it, so I'm going to play around with it. But long story short, I just wanted you to know that I know that the audio was not good on my last video, and it pained me to post it, but I had to send the video to Anna Luisa for approval. They loved it, and they said, yes, post it on Thursday, and so I had to post it. But, yeah. So, if you have, like, any insight, let me know, but if not, that's cool, too. I'll figure it out. Okay, so let's get into the neighborhood gossip 5 minutes into the video. So, all has been pretty quiet on the Western Front, so, you know, so far, but, you know, the last couple months. I did meet the woman that lives below me. I think it's her and her husband. I have seen her around the building before, but I never really like had a full-on conversation with her, and I didn't even know who she was yet. But a couple weeks ago, I'm like walking out of my building. It's a Sunday, walking to my car, and it's a nice, beautiful day, and I think I was meeting my family at the pool or something, and she looks at me, she goes, "Can you believe it?" I had never spoken to her before. She was like, "Can you believe it?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I left my bathing suit and my shorts over the railing." Like, there's a railing down the ramp that you walk down to get to your car. There's a railing on it. She's like, "I left my bathing suit and my shorts on the railing for 2 seconds while I ran back inside, and somebody took it." And I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "I'm so sorry. Like, somebody took it that fast. That's weird." And she was like, "Yeah, I ran back inside to go get something, and I came back, and my bathing suit was just gone." Half of me was like, "Girl, why'd you leave your bathing suit there for everybody to see?" But I also understand that it was for just a few seconds or a few minutes, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. She said, so I asked the porter that works here, I asked him, and he he said, oh, you know, maybe somebody put it in the lobby, or maybe they threw it out. And I was like, oh, well, I really hope that that's not the case. But you have to understand, like, I know the people that live here, and she's been here for a while too, so she should know as well. But the people here, not all of them, but like, I know some of them, especially the old ones, are gonna walk outside. Maybe they walked out right after her and saw clothes hanging on the railing for everybody to see, and they were probably like, oh no, and threw it out or something. I personally wouldn't have thrown it out. I think that's wrong. Maybe leave it on the table in the lobby, because clearly the person will be looking for it, so they'll go get it and take it home. So I was talking to her in the parking lot, and I could tell she just wanted to like vent. She just wanted to talk about it, but I was also kind of in a rush, so I was trying to talk to her about it and like try to offer like alternatives or, you know, ideas of where to look. And at a certain point, we just like weren't really gonna get anywhere, so she was just like, can't believe it. And then so I didn't even really know who she was. Like, I knew she lived here, but I didn't know what apartment she lived in at this point. So I was just like, okay, well, good luck, I hope you find it, and just like left. And then I saw her like a week after in the parking lot, and she was like, can you believe I never found it? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I guess that means somebody threw it out. You know, maybe they thought that, I don't know, that somebody didn't want it anymore. Again, I would not have thrown it out, but if it was like an older person who, you know, they take pride in where they live and they want it to look pristine all the time, I could see them taking it and throwing it out. So I was like, I'm so sorry. And then she just kind of got in her car, and that was it. So then the other day, I was walking, I think I was going to work, so I was walking out, came down the stairs, walking through the first floor hallway, and so I'm in front of the apartment below me, and so we have the same layout, same letter, all the things, and she's standing in front of it talking to another lady who I didn't recognize, but I guess she lives here. And she was like, are you in, and then said my apartment number, and I was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I live right below you, remember, I'm the one who somebody stole their swimsuit. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, sorry about that again. And I was like, yeah, neighbors, like, that's so cool. And in my mind, I'm like, I hope she doesn't hear all the noise that Luna makes. But she didn't say anything, so I'm assuming it was fine. What she doesn't know is that one day I accidentally opened her husband's Amazon package. Because it was a package that I was like really waiting for, and I think it was something that I really needed, so I was just like desperate to open it, and I didn't read the name clear enough. I just saw the letter of the apartment, which is the same as mine, and I think I just took it upstairs and opened it. And then obviously I opened it, and hello Luna, I opened it, and it was not what I ordered. Are you coming in? Luna's here. That's her ear. Do you want to lay down? I don't know what you want to do. I'll just hold the mic for now, I guess. So I saw that it wasn't what I ordered, and would you like to do ASMR with me? And I was like, oh no, I felt so bad. So I like resealed it. I didn't even take out the thing that he ordered. It was a man's name, so I'm assuming it was her husband. I didn't even take it out of the bag, but I felt so bad, so I like tried to like reseal the bag, and then I put a post-it note on it, and I said, I'm so sorry, I thought this was mine, but I didn't like sign it. I didn't put my name or my apartment number or anything, so they don't know that it was me, but it was me. I feel really bad. I just feel like that's like an invasion of somebody's privacy and like personal space. What if they like ordered something personal, you know? I don't know. Thankfully it wasn't, but I felt really bad. It was a pink post-it note, but that still doesn't give me away, so yeah. So And now I feel like because I know who she is, I am like more cautious of how much noise Luna makes, but I don't think she makes that much noise. It's more like her toys than anything. She is so bored right now. I feel bad. She wants to play. She's playing with my hair ties on my vanity right now. So that was incident number 1. So nothing bad, just like funny. I still don't know her name. I should have asked her name. I don't know her name. And then the 2 ladies, because now they know my apartment, so they were like, oh yeah, you just got a package. I just let them in for you. And I was like, oh, thanks. So that was funny. Another thing that actually happened last night. So we have, I've talked about it before. They were trying to pass like a no smoking rule in your apartment, so you have to go like into the courtyard to smoke, whether it's cigarettes or weed or anything. And people put up a fight because they were like, I own this apartment, like I should be able to do what I want, which I get that, but also I voted for no smoking inside just because it comes through the walls, stays in the hallway. One day I'm gonna want to sell this apartment and no one's gonna want to buy it if the hallways smell like cigarettes, you know? I gotta think of that stuff, so I voted against it. Or, no, I voted in favor of it. But some people still find ways to, like, do it. There's one guy, I've talked about him before, he lives diagonal across up from me, so I can see his window from my window. He smokes right at the window. He smells like weed. It's like he's not being that subtle about it. Whatever. I'm not a tattletale type, so I don't say or do anything, but then last night, I got home, I worked late, so I got home at like 11, I don't know, 11:15, 11:30, dark outside, obviously, and I back into a spot, and I back up, I put it in park, and I look over, and there is a man standing behind my car, like by my brake light, but he's like not facing my car, he's like facing away. And he gave me such a heart attack because I didn't see him the whole time I was parking, and then I just looked over and there's just a man standing there, and like clearly I'm getting home late, it's dark, nobody's around, I'm by myself. So for like a good 5 seconds I was like, what do I do? Then I realized that he was just smoking, because then I smelled the weed. And he was like, he was standing there smoking and like watching Netflix on his phone. So he was paying me no mind at all. I think I kind of scared him when I got out of my car. What are you doing? Sorry about her. You guys say to leave her in here when I film, so here she is. Yeah, he was paying me no mind. He was just living his best life out there. So, good for you. Alright. So, that was that. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before. But, hope he was having a good night. I tried to, like, say hi when I got out of my car, and he just kind of, like, did one of those, and I was like, okay, good night. So that was funny, but that was, in the moment, it was scary, but then it was funny. What else has been going on? Nothing crazy. There's somebody on my floor that has been cooking this dish, and I don't know what it is. God forgive me, it smells horrible. It probably smells good to, like, maybe they're in their apartment, but as it travels to me, I can, like, smell it in my room sometimes, and I think it's like it's definitely of, like, another, like, culture. I couldn't tell you what culture, that's why I don't want to, like, offend, because obviously to each their own, but it definitely doesn't smell like pasta or, like, anything typical American dish, you know? It definitely smells like something I've never smelled before, but I know it's food. And again, God forgive me, I smell it and it like turns my stomach a little bit, and then I like leave for work sometimes and I'll smell it even stronger in the hallway, and I'm just like, ugh. Normally they cook it on the weekends, like every weekend it's made, but sometimes I smell it during the week. I don't know if they're just like heating up leftovers or whatever, but I wish I knew what it is. I couldn't even begin to tell you like what it smells like. she's being tame with the tail. Okay, oh, we're laying down. Okay, so we're just gonna hold the microphone for the rest of the video. That's cool. The princess gets her way. It's okay, I'm almost done anyway. I don't have much else. The neighbor that lives downstairs, he's the one that like doesn't believe in curtains, and I can tell that he how did I describe him last time that you guys said that I described him well? Like, he definitely has some like disabilities. I don't know what kind, so I'm not gonna like generalize, but I can tell that, you know, there's something there, and he's not all that verbal. And I, for a long time, like I told you guys, I would try to say hi to him, and he just like would like grunt at me and walk away. And so in the beginning I took it personal, but then I kind of realized that it's not personal at all. And now, like, I saw him last week in the hallway. He really just goes out to like grocery shop, because he drives, to go grocery shopping and to like check his mail. Other than that, I think he's home all the time. So last week I saw him in the hallway, because he lives on the first floor, and so I saw him going to get his mail, or like a package, and I said, "Hi, how are you?" And he grunted at me again, but like I don't know how to describe it. I could kind of tell that he recognized me now, like he knows who I am now, you know? And nothing about our encounter was like friendly. Like, he didn't give me friendly vibes, you know what I mean? Because I just don't think he like does that, but something about it also felt kind of friendly. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into it, but I took it as a win. I was like, alright, cool. We're cool. So anyway, that's really all I have. Just a few little things. Nothing crazy. I've noticed little by little more young people are moving in. Not young, but like in their 30s, around my age. Because a lot of people here are like elderly or in their 60s, 70s. So it's nice to see some more young faces. So I'm not friends with any of them, nor have I spoken to any of them, but I see them at a distance, and it's kind of nice to see. So anyway, that's all I got for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will